Then just cancel it and get an Uber extra large.
That's what we do in technology.
No, only if I'll use a type of car. It's coming. Oh, finally.
If you ask that car.
Finally.
Yeah, can we just ask them to drive us?
It's here. Amelia.
August, a pylon of small, irking gestures. First, stepping on the carpet with shoes on, then beer stains on the floor. By November, I was riding a $40 Uber to Paoli on Wednesdays to take 500 questionnaires. Number 8. True or false? My hands and feet are usually warm enough. 74. True or false? I've often wished I were a girl. Or if you are a girl, I've never been sorry that I am a girl.
Or if you are a girl, I've never been sorry that I am a girl.
I desperately wanted my own room. I wanted to exert control. I wanted the carpet to stay stainless. I wanted to wake up afternoon on weekends and not feel any eyes on me. To my roommate's credit, our room was the size of a glorified shoebox. It was hard to stand in there upright and hold your chest out. The cement seemed to drip from the ceiling impressively. And in retrospect, my pervasive unhappiness could have created this slime for all I know. For a period of a couple of weeks in October, I lazed around napping to French indie-tronica, between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. every day, thinking about the worst dorm rooms I had lived in, the stickiest dorm room floor from which I could never remove myself. Perhaps it was senior year of high school, Westerly 213, which was spacious and had its own ensuite bathroom. Despite its 3 windows and functional shower, a luxury at boarding school, senior year seemed to be egregiously missing a fundamental coherence, and this I noted in my diary.
People can see my lack of domestic space.
Diary keeping itself is a habit I began at 16, living in a double in the underclassmen girls' dorm Highland, where I had to climb on my desk every night to hoist myself into my bunked bed. The same bed from which I leapt, unseeing in the AM, when it was fire drill season and an air raid siren shrieked us awake at dawn. Standing on the cold wet gravel then, standing on the cold wet gravel now. At assembly, they showed us a clip of a house collapsing from fire. On those cold blue mornings in Massachusetts, the dean paced back and forth in front of the barefoot tween girls. Keep moving, she warned. Keep moving or you'll die.
Keep moving or you'll die.
The singular image that high school has left me with is the burning house. The words I curly-cued onto paper at 16 are not so different from the hysterical all-caps entries I jot down now. 5 different therapists in 5 years, 2 of whom regard my diagnosis with skepticism. Consistently, it seems, words fail me. Nothing written or said has absolved or redeemed anyone. I'm left with pictures and images, shuddered at me bleakly, whose meaning I seem to glean only years after. And so I'm back in Paoli with Rebecca, and she's holding a card with dark ink and prompting me. What do you see? Fetal pigs enjoined at the limb. What do you see? Raccoon skin rug. What I wanted was to live alone, to grow an orchid and to pile books on top of each other, and to sleep with both eyes closed. There were things I expected: bipolar, anxiety, depression. And then the things I got. Burning House is the Buddhist parable of life from the Lotus Sutra. Gautama Buddha tells his disciple Shariputra the story of a large house with hundreds of servants and a rich man and his sons. When a fire starts in the house, in order to get his sons to escape, the rich man places their beloved toys and playthings outside. The sons clamor to reach these rare, enticing items. Only outside the house can they see that it was burning all along. The father represents compassionate Buddha, and the sons humans who are born into the threefold world, a burning house, rotten and old. Burning House is the culminating long-form poem I wrote senior year of high school to complete my major. 3 stanzas on page 3 begin. The house holds. I recall why I live here. Potholes in the concrete, plantain leaves in the sink. I spread my fingers on the open brick. The house holds. Next of kin that never had to see the hue in these alleys, the crumbled walnut tree. The neighbors regard us fondly. Have I met you before? The last morning of spring, my mother prunes her orchids and hyacinths. The kitchen smells of new life, and under it are infinite shame. After Rebecca said borderline personality disorder and depression, I spent hours patrolling health columns where misogynists bemoaned their crazy wives together. I avoided the next steps Rebecca had listed in bold type on her report, which included books like The Buddha and the Borderline. With horror, the internet taught me that there's no cure. Divorce her now. BPD mothers lead to BPD daughters. Rebecca. Without a core of stability, she's prone to mood lability, suicide ideation, impulsivity, and severe fluctuations in her ability to function. When my mother's father passed away in 2005, she became a regular at the Buddhist temple in Budapest, where one of the monks subsequently became my teacher. He slipped laminated gold cards with Buddha on them into my backpack and taught me how to write my name in Mandarin. At Chinese school on the weekends, when boredom seized me, I often gathered my friends in a circle and passed around my little Buddha. Early in the morning, my mother would take me to the Danube and we stand on the pier and pray. The water sizzled murky and yellow. I pictured the river fish swimming in the polluted water, scaly and lopsided and gray. One day, while playing with the Buddha card, I broke it in half.
Dude, it was so hard to open the freaking door. Here's yours. The cookie. Wait, that cookie's so pathetic.
August again. This time at home, riding the subway, chased by images that I could look at all I wanted, but would continue to say nothing, make no sense. No roommate. A long hallway, nothing I could not control. I raised an orchid and still felt trapped. Words had failed me again. Giving your pathology a name or multiple names offers no salvation. And then pathology itself was being contested by the ilk of feminist critical theory and mad studies entering my mailbox. We read Susan Bordeaux in my feminist reading group, who located pathology in the culture, not the women, yet even she contended there was no transcendence. So what good were words now?